afternoon and welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. Happy birthday, Mdaze. We are celebrating Women's Month. We are celebrating you. If your birthday was today, happy birthday. You know, on this channel, we always say happy birthday. This channel is here for the long form. So if you're into small snippets, you can go to TikTok, follow us there. Our handle is Court Chronicles 162, or you can also search for Courtroom Chronicles Trials of South Africa. You'll find us there. So if you haven't followed on TikTok, please do go and follow us there. Without wasting any time, let us get into today's topic. Before we get into it, trigger warning: if you're sensitive, this is a story about that it's very emotional, and it deals with child murder, child assault, and the effects of a grieving family, and I'm about to get into it. So if you haven't heard about this case, this is about Amantle Semane, a 60-year-old little girl who was raped, who was unalived and kidnapped by this man, a 24-year-old Mozambican national. And this child was found in a shack, and as the community was looking for the child, a 15 or 16-year-old boy found this child in the shack, and she was covered with a blanket. Obviously, the mom was called to the scene, and she came. Then she saw something that I can imagine, for a parent to see something like that, you will never forget such a thing. So today at the pre-sentencing, because this trial was parachuted, because the man, Phethe Semiao, the 24-year-old Mozambican national, the one who did this heinous crime, admitted to all the charges of kidnapping, of murder, and unaliving this child. Yes, of graping. Yes, graping. It's murder, grape, and I forgot the third one, but I'll remember it. So this man has pleaded guilty for all these charges, and he said he doesn't want to waste the court's time, and that's why it was parachuted to sentencing. So the pre-sentencing started today, and I'm about to talk about the mitigating and the aggravating circumstances, and also the victim impact statement. So Amantle, as I said, was that little girl, and this offense occurred on the 21st of October 2024. Then the guy was arrested 2 days later after informants told the police about his location, but contrary to some reports, he said he handed himself in, but the community said no. Informants reported him, and then that is how he was arrested. So Amantle's mother, Phethe Semiao, lives with 5 children in total. Bokang is 15 years old, Shudu is 11 years old, and Ukamkhelo is 18, and plus 2 other siblings who are struggling emotionally. The mother says that the family has been deeply traumatized by all of this, Amantle's death. That the children are reacting differently. They are no longer themselves, and although they have gone for counseling, but one of them has become mute. It's no longer that child who is talkative, and the Amantle's absence is felt in the home. So now they are in therapy, although right now the therapy has stopped for the kids. The kids were in therapy from an NGO called Tokomelo, something like that. And the kids had stopped going there because when the counselors or the therapists question them, they are just mute. They are quiet. They don't respond. So they have stopped actually with the counseling. So the mother as well was in counseling. She went to Orlando police station. That's where she was getting her counseling. But she also had stopped because now she just got a job and has to go to work. So it's not that people don't want to get counseling, but there are other circumstances that lead them to not attend these things. Although we know that counseling is very important. So the court clarified the arrest, that Semiao was located at a private arrest, and after informants had tipped off the police, Two Jabulani police station officers transported him to Orlando police station. He did not hand himself in voluntarily. So Amantle's mother gave a heartfelt victim impact statement, describing the emotional and the physiological trauma caused by losing her daughter. The death of my child has left a deep scar. This is what she said. I can't remember things. I cry and I feel like I'm alone, like being alone. Actually, she doesn't like being in people's company now because of what had happened. She said she can't shout at other children because she fears that by shouting, if they do something wrong, this will remind them of Amantle, And she said the other son has gone mute. He just comes, he's sleeping all the time. The daughters are cheeky, they are ready to fight when you speak to them. And sometimes it's too hard to take the children to Sunday school now, saying that it reminds them that they used to go, the three of them, now they are going there, just the two of them. So she also mentioned that it's hard for her to go to church. The things that she used to like, now she lives on painkillers, she needs to rest. Hey, yeah, guys, it was said. And I'm just thinking of the victim impact statement that we had on the Jocelyn Smith trial. When you listen to people talking about how this has impacted them, it's not a nice thing. It's very, very difficult to listen to. So you can imagine someone who's living the pain and the experience, and they're having flashbacks and all of those things, how difficult it must be for them. So counseling was stopped initially because they were quiet and unresponsive, but the mother plans to enroll them in a different institution. Actually, this is what the magistrate said also, that the child should go back to church, and nothing beats trusting in God. I loved that we have magistrates that believe in God and actually speak about spirituality in these courts. So the mother emphasized the need for justice, for her children to feel safe, supported, and that they are able to heal. So in court, the mother requested that the accused, Phethe Semiao, be given 3 life sentences, arguing that he knew exactly what he was doing when he did this. And so he must get the harshest punishment possible. So the judge and the prosecutors were talking about the mitigating and the aggravating factors, including the accused's plea, but emphasized that the emotional, psychological, and societal impact of the crime must guide sentencing. So just to summarize everything, the accused, Phethe Semiao, was arrested after police were tipped off by informants. Amantle's mother gave a deeply emotional statement, requesting 3 life sentences today. And the counseling and emotional support for the surviving siblings will be ongoing, because the magistrate also spoke about the importance of these kids getting counseling. And the family continues to face emotional and financial challenges, but justice remains a priority. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for updates. If you haven't subscribe, like, hit that notification button, share all of these things. And if you want 3-minute to 5-minute snippets, please go to TikTok and check us out there. And with that being said, God bless you. Ciao.